Good morning.
Good morning.
Nice and fresh. I think it's like 11 degrees this morning. And we had to get up early because we're about to head off. So this is our first day of our big adventure, which has been, you know, many months, possibly 2 years in the making.
And another human.
And another human who's sound asleep, behaving really well for us. Yeah, so we're pretty excited today. Where are we heading, Captain?
Oh, look, well, it's going to be a pretty boring day. We're just going to head up through the trenches to Moreton Bay, so the inside track. There's no wind today, so it's no use us going outside because I want to no wind anyway. We'll just put her up there, probably more around Peel Island, Dulwich Point, maybe even Tangalooma, depends how we go, and then just duck across to Scarborough tomorrow, meeting family and everything, saying goodbye on the weekend. Yeah, that's it.
All right, well, we'll keep you updated with our travels, albeit probably not the most exciting. But yeah, we're not rushing, so we're like in no hurry. You know, wherever we get to today, she sort of dictates a little bit as to what we do and how we do it. There's Boo-Boo.
Oh, he's all wet from the dew. He's got a wet
There's
bum.
Boo-Boo-nator. Yeah, so she sort of, as I was saying, dictates kind of how far we go and whatever. I said, but thankfully, you know, I can come downstairs with her and feed her and do whatever I need to do. And old Captain over here, he can continue staying at the helm.
The caveat on everything is husband permitting.
Yeah. Cooperating now.
But she is good.
Yeah,
she is good.
And during the day, she's pretty good, you know. It's just a matter of, you know, I have to feed her when I have to feed her and change her and do all that. But thankfully, this is so well set up that I can do whatever I need to do, as if it was land-based, basically.
Not close enough to the camera.
Oh, right, yes. Anyway, we will keep you guys posted, but we're very excited, so make sure you cruise along to our channels, YouTube and Instagram. They're both Sailing Shooting Through, to follow our adventures a little further.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Okay, see you guys.
It is so calm today, as you'll see. There is definitely not going to be any sailing. Still freezing, but as you can see, literally not a ripple in the water other than what we're making. We're coming up to the power lines up here, so we'll be going under those, which we've done before. But yeah, we're not going to be getting the sails up today, I don't think, but that's all right. We'll just motor our way up there. You can see the power lines in the background there. But yeah, it's a bloody beautiful day though. Can't complain about our first day of our journey being like this. Other than a little bit of wind would have been okay. But mind you, coming through these channels up here, it's a little bit tight anyway, and they're a little bit squiggly, so putting sails up, we'd be constantly having to manhandle them a bit, which, let's be honest, we couldn't really be bothered to do on this portion of our journey. But yeah, pretty spectacular day. Shoot through. Captain's got a cereal, Ripley's got a rawhide stick thing, and I have a protein bar. And Hudson is still sleeping.
Beats a quick coffee on the way to the office.
Well, doesn't it ever? I take this any day of the week.
We are in the office.
That's exactly right. We are. It's a perfect office. So, we've finally anchored at Scarborough and we're able to eat. 7 hours later, we're able to eat, and the captain is trying to enjoy his tuna salad wrap. The captain Boo-Boo feels That wrap is for him.
Got the boo for us. It should be his. Right.
Oh my goodness. How can you refuse that beautiful begging? I mean, he's got it down to a fine art. He's relentless. Oh, see, there it is. That's why he knows he begs. We've got little Hudson Grace here, Mums. Oh, he's a bit squirmy.
Boo.
Oh yeah, sorry. So here we are at Scarborough. We've come up here just to catch up with some family and friends before we sort of keep pushing north. This was kind of the probably most central location to catch up with everyone, and what we thought was going to be a beautifully calm bay, because it's called Deception Bay. We should have actually paid a bit more attention to the name. It's just really, really shallow, so you've got to, like, we've had to anchor so far out, which normally wouldn't be a problem if the bay was really calm, but it is not.
Which we assumed it would be.
Yeah, we found out very rudely that it was not as calm as we expected, and how quickly things can change. Yeah, do you want to go into that story?
Yeah, so yesterday we decided we'd take Boo Boo for a little walk. You can probably hear him in the background visualising his toys. Yeah, so it was lovely morning, got organised, which is not an easy task. Yeah, into the dinghy, and it was a little bit rough on the way in. We thought, this is a bit weird, but we checked all the weather maps, and it was supposed to be sort of anywhere from sort of 6 to 7, 8, 9 knots.
Yeah.
Boo Boo. Anyway, we went for our walk and came back, and it was blowing about 20 knots. Not so much the wind, but the waves from the wind. So there's a couple of blokes on the pontoon, on the wharf there, that just tried to get out to their boat and sort of turned around and came back.
He was so soaked.
he was soaked.
I think he said he nearly flipped his little tender, and so we thought
Boo Boo,
it was probably best that Boo Boo, Hudson and I stay on shore. Well, mind you, we had no idea what we were going to do if the weather didn't change. It was kind of, all right, Craig's like, I'm going to go out to the boat, albeit probably not the smartest idea in the world, but you made it in one piece.
It was pretty hairy.
And there was nowhere to hide. It was so windy that we had to go and try and find a place in a park somewhere out of the wind, and then trying to manage a very excitable, as you can hear, dog with one hand and a baby in the other, who also requires both my hands, in a park in the wind was not really my idea of fun. No. And then when we were looking at the wind, you were freaking me out because it was not predicted to not finish until midnight or something.
Yeah,
so
then everyone updated their weather forecast, and but there was a lull around
probably 12.
Yeah, 12.
I thought I saw one on there, but I wasn't sure whether it was actually going to be accurate. But thankfully,
so I donned the life jackets, wet weather gear, got the dinghy, got Jess around, and then it actually quietened down, sort of probably to about 10 knots.
Yeah,
so,
from then on.
Made the run out to the boat, so...
Thank goodness, but I mean, all that stress. We probably should have just sat back and had a beer, to be brutally honest, and just watched it for a while instead of, racing off and thinking we're never going to get back to the boat.
We did buy Hudson
it's her first life jacket.
First life jacket.
It's very cute.
Yeah, so from what is it?
3 kilos to
3 kilos,
15.
And she's weighing.
She'd be about 6, I reckon.
6, yeah. So
she's quite
well
heavy.
And truly into that. So for everyone that was sort of freaking out that Boo Boo had his water with a life
And
jacket
Hudson
on,
had
Hudson
none.
had nothing.
She now has a life jacket.
So
she's able to hold her head up a little bit better now, so that kind of helps too.
Stop it, Boo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
No! He wants to play.
No.
He hasn't had.
He hasn't had a walk, so
or play a spot.
It's a full-time job. The dog.
Yeah, the dog,
not the baby.
As you can see, Hudson's no problem
She's
at
fine.
all. He's
this one, on the other hand, yeah.
He's still tough. So so we'll stay here. We're seeing relatives today. and today is Monday, and we'll head up to Mooloolaba overnight on Wednesday morning. But we'll do some updates along the way.
Yeah.
Alright, well that's about
Keep
it
you
now
posted, guys.
for an update. Okay, say bye, Boo. Boo, say bye-bye.
See, he's speaking before, but when we... Oh, there we go. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Say bye, boo-boo. Yeah.
So
It's
what's
not just... Oh, see...
And
Yeah, she's